as you've seen by now, the theme for LEAD 2018 is empowering the art of business. The art of business celebrates the notion that each company is a unique collection of people, ideas, language, culture, and brand. Now, to some extent, the nature of the industries and clients that we serve determine our work style, but really, it's our people that make our companies what they are. The passion, determination, and ingenuity of our people solving unique business challenges and opportunities. These are the tools with which we create our work, our masterpieces, our art. So, in our eyes, every client is unique. Their work is their art. Their employee is the artist. And the artist needs tools. The painter needs brushes, canvases, and paint. The sculptor needs clay or marble. Even the graffiti artist needs his spray can. And as no two artists create the same way, no two companies create the same way either. Toshiba recognizes this and uniquely allows clients the ability to work with a canvas and tools designed specifically for them. Elevate-enabled MFPs from Toshiba are one key tool that your artists can use to create their masterworks. You see, Elevate is a new kind of business product. Rather than a commodity where every client receives the same thing regardless of need, Elevate is built just for you. Now imagine an iPhone without apps. It's a nice, useful smartphone and camera. But now with apps, the iPhone becomes the center of your digital world. It's shaped uniquely to you, full of useful tools and organized precisely to your liking. Similarly, Elevate allows Toshiba to create an MFP full of useful tools and shaped precisely to your liking. Your business has its own language, workflow, brand, and task. You're different than every other business. So shouldn't you have a product that's built just for you? Elevate is that product. Now, until now, the task of creating a custom user interface for Elevate was exclusively handled by Toshiba's corporate professional services team. But now, with a new Elevate Composer, authorized resellers can create custom UIs for their clients. Elevate Composer is a cloud-based system that enables even non-technical users the ability to create a custom user interface or add new apps to the standard UI. In this way, Elevate Composer acts as both an app store and the method for creating a custom user interface. So let me show you how this works. Access to Elevate Composer is through our FYI system. Authorized resellers will see a link to Composer on the homepage of FYI. And after logging in, you'll see a screen like this one here that shows each of your dealership's saved configurations. Now from this screen, you can open, edit, or delete any of your previously saved Elevate configurations or create a new configuration from scratch. Now I'm going to create a new configuration, give it a name and a customer designation. So the first thing that we're going to do is to select from a number of many different templates that you're seeing here in our library. These templates have been designed to give you a head start and are based on common workflows in various vertical markets. But the key thing here is that everything can be changed, from the background to the image locations to functions, etc. Everything can be changed. So let's go ahead and start. I'll browse through my library of these tabs created templates, and you'll see a number of different industry-specific backgrounds as well as some more generic ones. I'm going to go ahead though and choose one for school background with the chalkboard. So now that's going to be our starting point. Okay, now what I'd like to do here is change the background image. So I'm going to simply click on that, and I can do two things. I can select from the library again, or I can upload a file from my PC. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this generic black background with the Toshiba logo on it. And now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to change the logo. You see there's a Toshiba logo in the upper left-hand corner. I'm just going to click on that and select a new image from the PC. So I can upload, for example, my dealership's logo, as I will do here. And you can see now I can easily move this left to right using the tool. Now finally, at the bottom, you'll see a message. Here it's raise your expectations. This is an area for a custom message. And again, I can customize this. I can change the font color if I like. I can change the location from right to left, or I can remove it altogether, which is what I'll do now. Now, before moving on, I'll show you one other interesting way to think of using this logo function. Virtually every dealership, everyone I've ever seen applies a tag, a physical tag on the front of the machine to indicate basic serial number, ID information about how to order supplies or service, etc. Here, we've uploaded that onto the UI itself, so you can see that right on the panel of the device every time without having to add a sticker. So you can use this, you can imagine all sorts of creative ways. What I'm going to do here, though, this screen is for a specific customer, so I'd like to incorporate a design that they've given us or that we work together on that incorporates some of their branding. So once again, I'm going to click on the background image, and I'm going to select a design from my PC. You can see it's the Anaheim Ducks, one of our customers. Now, I'm going to look on the left-hand side. This is a list of all the functions from the template. Here I can do several different things. I can add or delete functions, change their names or descriptions, customize the icons, control the way they work, change the order, basically customize this entire area. So I'm going to click on the copy and staple button, as you see here, and you'll see on the right-hand side now a whole number of different controls. This will control how this particular function works. So I'm going to do two things here. We're going to change the, right now this is programmed to do a single copy of a two-sided document and to add a staple to the upper left-hand corner. So I'm going to change now two things. First, I'm going to change the source document to single-sided from two-sided. And secondly, now I'm going to go over to that left-hand side. I'm going to make a second-line description and call it quick copy. But now, wait a minute, this is for the ducks, so maybe I should call that quack copy instead. All right, so you see we've done that. Now, I don't love this icon for them, right? This is a very brand-conscious company, so I'm going to head and click on the icon. I'm going to change that one to one that we've actually designed for them, and now giving them a custom icon for that particular function. Now, let's go ahead to our next thing, and we're going to delete one of the buttons on the left-hand side by simply selecting it and then hitting the delete button. Now, finally, let's add some functionality to the device. When I hit add a button, you'll see a repository of applications and configurations that can be added to the UI. These functions are organized as copy, print, fax, scan, cloud, and admin. So let's briefly tour these. You'll see here a description, an icon for each one of these that shows what it is. This is the Elevate App Store, and it'll feature a growing list of Toshiba and third-party apps, including our brand new Elevate Workflow Solution Suite, which you can see here under Scan. Now I'm going to add that. I'm going to select the Elevate Workflow Solution for Employee Management, and I'm going to add that to the left-hand side. Now all new apps that are added in this fashion go to the bottom, so I'm going to change the order, and I can do this with anything just by simply dragging it into place. So again, similar, I can change the order of anything here, but now I have the configuration just the way I like it, and so I'm going to go ahead and save this. Now you can imagine working with the customer. I can do this several different ways. I get to get a screenshot of this configuration, send it to them for approval. I can do it in front of the customer I like. I can do this on an online session, but it becomes a very collaborative process to wind up a user interface that has the features and functions and naming and everything that fits just that. Now that I'm done here, I can deploy this configuration to one or many devices using our application deployment tool. So now that that's done and I've deployed that configuration over to this machine here, I'm going to now move over to the MFP on stage to show you what our newly designed user interface looks like on a device. And you'll see here the functions that I described. I'm going to focus on one thing here, the Elevate Workflow Solution for Employee Management. This is one of the new Elevate Solution Suite that combines the simplicity of one-button operation with the power of a back-end solution like DocuWare or PaperCut. In this case, as the name implies, the employee management solution allows me to manage several different workflows related to HR. In this case, I'm going to kick off a workflow for resume processing. So I have selected already the employee management. You can see here a drop-down. There's several different workflows that I can choose. I'm going to choose resume, not the Zoom, and just go ahead and scan this. And as I do this, now this is going to go into a back-end DocuWare system, which you see bringing up on this side here. Now, HR associate, for example, can use this to, again, automate workflows. So they're going to want to put this into their system. And you can have some cool shortcuts for populating the information. You can see here, just by highlighting things like first name, last name, etc., you can automatically populate just from that document that's been scanned.